Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
Good morning, and thank you all for being here. I'm Under Sheriff Andrew Walsh, and I'm here to bring you up to date on our investigation into the tragic death of two Nevada Highway Police troopers along I-15 at approximately 3:30 this morning. First, on behalf of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, I want to begin by expressing our deepest condolences to the families of the fallen troopers and to our fellow brothers and sisters at the Nevada State Police. I've also spoken with Governor Joe Lombardo, who also sends his deepest condolences during this very difficult time. Just want to reflect for a moment and just reiterate that being a public servant and serving this community, being a first responder in this valley, is something that we all enjoy. It's something that we know we do with the support of everybody we serve. And right now, during this very tragic time, the Nevada State Police is going to need that love and support from the community more than ever. When this tragic incident occurred this morning, we immediately mobilized all of the investigative resources at the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to find the person responsible for this tragedy and bring them to justice. We currently have a suspect in custody, and to provide you with the investigative details and timeline is Deputy Chief Brandon Clarkson. And at the end of his presentation, I'm sure you're all going to have a lot of questions, but let me just begin by saying, before I turn it over to Brandon, that there's a lot that we're going to provide for you today. You just have to be patient with us as we continue to work through the other details of this investigation. So just be patient with us. We'll provide information on our timeline and when we're ready to do so. So I'm going to introduce Deputy Chief Brandon Clarkson.
Good morning. I'm Deputy Chief Brandon Clarkson, and I'll be providing you additional details of this incident. On November 30th at approximately 3:23 a.m., two Nevada State Police troopers were making contact with a motorist who appeared to be sleeping behind the wheel and was pulled over to the side of the road in the area of Interstate 15 and D Street. Moments later, a white Chevrolet HHR collided with the troopers. What we know at this time is that the suspect fled the scene in an unknown direction of travel. Medical personnel responded and transported one of the troopers to UMC Trauma, where he later died. The other trooper, unfortunately, succumbed to his injuries at the scene. LVMPD responded to the scene and performed a grid search for the white Chevrolet HHR. Officers were able to locate the vehicle unoccupied in an apartment complex near J Street and Monroe Avenue around 8 this morning. Through our investigative measures, we were able to locate and apprehend the suspect. I want to remind everyone that this remains a dynamic and ongoing investigation being led by the LVMPD Homicide Section. A future update will be provided when additional information is available. If anyone in the community has any information about this incident, we urge you to please contact the LVMPD Homicide Section by the phone number of 702-828-3521. To remain anonymous, you can always call Crime Stoppers by the phone number 702-385-5555 or on the internet at www.crimestoppersofnv.com. So one thing I want to make sure that everyone knows is that I want to thank the community that's reached out to support. I think it's important to remember that these are troopers. They have families, their husbands, they have kids, and it's especially tragic as coming into the holiday season. So I urge everyone to continue showing the support, continue reaching out, and making sure that you show the support to this family and your law enforcement first responders as well. So with that being said, I can answer a few questions.
What happened to the driver that they were trying to assist on the side of the road?
He was just not related to the incident whatsoever. They were just doing the investigation of that on the side of the road.
Can you name the suspect?
No, we still have the suspect. We're still going down investigative leads. We cannot name it at this time.
Is impairment involved in this?
I'm sorry?
Impairment?
At this time, still ongoing investigation. We're still investigating all of that.
Any indication they targeted the troopers intentionally?
We do not have any information that was targeted at this time.
Are they being booked right now, and do you know under what count?
Again, this is still an active investigation. We're still following up on all of that, interviews included.
Can you tell us how long the troopers were missing? It sounds like you couldn't find them at some point.
I don't have any information on that,
Were they
but
missing?
no.
All right, we'll get back with you all when we have an opportunity to put some more details together for you. The important part of this press conference was to make you all aware and acknowledge this tragic incident and acknowledge that these two officers have lost their lives in the line of duty. Further investigated details will be provided later on. Thank you.
Thank you.
You've been watching breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.